Hello, this is Alexander Cross, Criminal Defense here in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you'd like to learn more about criminal defense, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. So we received an interesting inquiry here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with somebody who was arrested for sexual exploitation of minors. Criminal attorney, Richmond. Sex crime attorney, Richmond. Sexual abuse, Richmond. Sex crime, Richmond. Let's see. I was arrested for pimping out my friends. They said that I forced them. 2 of them are 16 years old and the other 2 are 20. How can I defend myself? Well, first of all, let's talk about the charges. Off the bat, we're talking about human trafficking. We're talking about violations of Penal Code Section 236.1 parentheses C. That's obviously a really serious felony that carries up to 12 years. That's right, 12 years in state prison. Now, if these 4 young ladies stated that you were holding them somewhere against their will, false imprisonment, while pimping them out, well, then under Penal Code Section 236.1 parentheses B, each one of those carries a potential of 20 years state prison, and that's for each one of the victims. Now, but that's assuming that they were held under the will. Like, for instance, I remember years ago I had a client who got accused of keeping women addicted to controlled substances so that he could keep pimping out their services. One of the big things that are going to be done here is we're going to have to look at the advertising. In other words, what did the Johns use to connect with these young ladies? Now, if there are multiple text messages between the alleged pimp and the customers via email or text, if there are multiple phone calls, well, you're going to have a big problem there. But if there are no text messages, if we look at your phone, you look at your cell phone and we see no phone records of any text messages regarding any kind of sexual activity, no emails, no Craigslist ads, nothing indicating that you're involved in this, well, the DA would have some difficulties proving the case because it would be kind of a he said, she said type thing. Generally speaking, this is somewhat of an operation because you have to advertise for the Johns and you have to maintain communication. You have to have some kind of payment structure. There has to be some kind of payroll set up so that the girls get paid something. I mean, there's this whole thing that goes on, and there's got to be some kind of record. There's got to be something there, and if there's nothing there, well then there's going to be some difficulties in proving the case on behalf of the DA. However, if there's many text messages and phone calls between the Johns and you're going to have some difficulties. Even if it's consensual, you're still involved in pimping. Pimping on its own is not quite as serious as human trafficking, but doing this against their will, this is definitely human trafficking, and you're looking at multiple charges of Penal Code Section 236.1 parentheses C or parentheses B if they're alleging being held against their will. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal defense, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court here in the San Francisco Bay Area, call us at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. On our next video, we're going to be talking about the case of somebody who resisted arrest. Criminal attorney, Richmond. Sex attorney, Richmond. Accused of a sex crime, Richmond. Sex abuse, Richmond.